Okay. We'll study this until 10:30, and by 10:30 we do the thumbnail homework. Alright, so, and also, for those who are wondering about my progress when it comes to the World Eater, here it is. No, it's Grim Dark Glory. It obviously will not be finished by Mochafest, but it'll hopefully be finished by any other convention that the League will be attending. Okay, so back to our still studies. Stow! I'm still studying, mate. Also, I have been collecting Berserk Deluxe Editions. Matter of fact, hold on, I think I want to show you guys this, because this is something that I really liked. Now, okay. Let's see if this shows up. Alright, so before I get into it, I'm wasting lots of time here. And yeah, no, acne. I see a pimple over here. That's amazing. You know, acne is just it's just a cruel, unrelenting bitch that just won't leave me alone. I had really bad cystic acne in high school. It was awful. I had a huge bump on my nose. It was gross. But I have oh, there it is. There it is. I got one, I got two, hold on. Physique check. And it's still insanely small. Still insanely small. It's, wait, hold up. I see some size here. Alright. Maybe I should get more sleep. But basically the face reveal will come, but you know, here it is. Berserk Deluxe Edition. 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I have like one in the back, and like those two. And but my collection is growing, and soon, on one glorious day, I will have more than one. No, most likely all of the Berserk all of the Berserk editions. But as of now, that day won't happen. I need to be very, very frugal with my money. So, you know. But I'm getting into it. Also, it feels nice to basically enjoy the novel on your own time. Because normally I had to borrow this from these type of books from a library or something, and I couldn't really just like enjoy myself. Now I can, and hopefully, I don't know. I also would like to read. I'd like to read the books that I have. I'd actually like to read the book The Meta Baron. I have it just sitting in my bookshelf. It's collecting dust. It's a Christmas gift that I have, but I never use. It's ridiculous because it's a beautifully done book. The artist for the book is just a master. Also, it's a European book, and honestly, like the Europeans consider comic books to be a fine art, and the fact that we don't have that in America is actually quite shameful. It's like, damn, comics are fine art. It's like, look at these mega corporations that make these endless superhero movies. And it's like, what do you think Spider-Man comes from? He didn't like some like Hollywood producer didn't just come through and was like, hey, what if this fucking incel teenager got bit by a spider, right? Yeah, he got bit by a spider, and now he shoots webs out of his wrists. And it's like, and then like, it's like, and then becomes a superhero. It's like, no, he at first becomes a pro wrestler because he wants to get money, fame, and puss. But then he realizes, then his Uncle Ben dies, and it's advertently his fault. And then he realizes that with great power comes great responsibility. And he puts his personal life at risk to save people. Spider-Man. Millions of dollars. No, it's a comic book. It's a comic book. You know? Always has been, always will be. And quite frankly, like, you know, a lot of professionals in the industry don't get their flowers. They really don't. And one of these days I'll stream through my iPad. I want to you know, hello, how's it going, Rose Arts? One of these days I'll get back to line art. It's gonna be awesome. And you guys are gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, yeah. And all the chicks will be like, oh my god, Jacob, your line art is so good. Let's hang out. And then they'll be like, you're a Mossad agent. Then I immediately run away. And then they'll be like, fuck, almost had him. Almost had him. It's like, we were so close, Netanyahu, but he was just too smart. This schizophrenic Dominican and nerd is just so smart. He keeps on evading us. So smart. So clever. Alright. I've been pretty good. How am I doing? Oh, I've been okay. I've been going outside more. I've been going to and fro to work. I've been going to dance classes. I think I've been improving my bachata skills, you know. I've been going out more. I've been going back to the league, the Art Students League in New York. And honestly, it's a nice place. It's a good hub. Honestly, I kind of need to go back there because it's a good place to network for like a career, some semblance of a career in art. And granted, you know, comics historically isn't exactly the best at, you know, paying their workers at well or at all, but I'm confident that I'll find a way to bypass that. You know, probably like sell original pages or, you know, supplement that with, say, concept work or something, or I don't know. Blackmail them. I don't know. Blackmail. It's like, hey, boss man. You know, I've really put my foot in on that annual that you put me on. So maybe like you could just, you know, throw me a bone and put some extra dollars on my page rate. And it's like, and then basically he's just, you know, this big fat ad Slav. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't really think we have it in the budget. It's like the comic book guy. It's like, oh really? I show him a video of him just, you know, just striking out with cosplay girls. It's like, hey man, aren't you like, damn, it's like, aren't you married though, big dog? It's like, damn, you're asking this cosplay girl for feet pics and she just blocked you. It's like, aren't you married, bro? That's kind of wild. Maybe you should if you don't want this going to a specific person, maybe you should you know, give me more money. And that's how I get the big bucks. Blackmail. Please. Boo for what? Boo for what, bro? What did I do? What did I do, bro? I don't know, not stream for a bit. I had a life. Alive! I'm alive! I'm alive! Okay? Male loneliness epidemic. I had to go outside. Also, I have a mentorship that's going on, and that took precedence. I have a life. I have a life. What am I supposed to do? Stay inside? I did that. I've been doing that for most of my college, most of my college life, and look where that's gotten me. It's almost turned me to an incel. God damn it! Listen, do you want me to be an incel? Acidic trauma? Do you want me to be an incel? Come in here, talk about how my cranial tilt is off, and that's why Nikisha from high school never dated me. Is that what you want me to do? Is that the thing that you want me to do? Hi, my name's Jacob. I haven't lifted a dumbbell or went outside or talked to anybody in months. Let me talk about how women are subhuman, and then that's just gonna be your stream. Would you like that? Would you like that? Then I have to spend some time outside. Time must be spent outside. All right. Perhaps you're going to the PBNO concert Wednesday. That's awesome. Perhaps you want me to do that? Be radicalized and turn into a problem? Nah, bro. Nah, dog. Never. Never. All right, so oh, that's cool. They have a hmm. Okay, so basically for this painting, hmm. Hmm. Hold on. No. Okay, so the So who am I drawing? Uh okay, so okay. This is a project that I'm doing for mentorship. This is a comic book cover. I wanted to make a Superman comic book cover. It is based off of Norman Rockwell's The Problem We All Live With, where basically it uh it it shows a little girl on her way to school, but the twist is that it's during the civil rights movement, and racism is at a all time high, and basically she's going to be the first child of color going to an integrated school. And basically what I wanted to do was like I love Superman. I love like I really love like the stories where basically Superman's like more retro, and I had this story where it's like, oh, what if Superman was around during the civil rights movement? And basically, like in my head, Superman's like an alien. He's not like he doesn't see himself as like a human. Like he kind of does. He sees himself as a human, but like basically, like he grew up with like decent, caring parents who weren't racists, and basically he's a journalist, and basically like what really pushed him to essentially kind of like stop working for the government and essentially start working more for the people who are being oppressed was when he essentially found out about the murder of a little boy by the name of Emmett Till, and he decided enough is enough. I I've let these people get pushed around too many times. I've looked over many hate crimes. It's time to stop. I will not stop until every human being is like a is like a can walk around without fear of goons in sheets hanging them from a tree. Basically, like in my head, it's like a scene where Superman basically it's like he it's a very cool concept where he shows up on camera. It's like, hi, I'm Superman. As you know, I was a big I was very involved in the in working with the U.S. government, especially during the Cold War. But then I found out about the murder of Emmett Till, and because of Emmett Till's murder, I decided to renounce my citizenship as an American, because no decent country would let innocent people die, much less an innocent child die like this. And as for the Klan and their ilk, I will not stop until all of you are unmasked and your hate crimes I'm exposed to the public. I'm Superman, and I'm coming for you. And to every person of color, I have ignored your cries for help. No more. I will not stop until dozens of little boys like Emmett Till can walk free without fear of getting mutilated and hung from a tree. That's my promise. And he flies out, and he just he becomes the biggest member of like the civil rights movement or something cool, something insanely based like that. It's like, Superman, and it's like, that's woke. It's like, shut up. It's not woke. It's cool. Superman beating up the Klan, that's cool. If I was Superman, I'd beat up the Klan all the time. I'd beat up the Klan all the time. Bang, bang, boom, bang. I walk up to the Clan Dragon. I slept with your wife. What? Bang! That's what you get for being racist. I'm gonna go beat your wife some more. Fly off. Because I'm Superman. Yeah, but no, this is something that I kind of, I really want to get into comics and do illustrations, and if I'm going to do something, I'm not sure how this is gonna get received. Maybe people will love this, or maybe people will hate this. Granted, people will probably not like this because, it's like there's like this hashtag or something going around, DC so white, where essentially a lot of characters in DC, the characters are white, and it's like, yeah, kind of makes sense. This is a comics are, for the most part, Caucasianly dominated, and basically I think this stemmed from like the lack of sales that the Milestone comic book had, the Dakota incident. And honestly, it makes sense because like the Static Shock, very cool character, comes from Milestone. Not a lot of black characters have been getting their shine, and there's some cool black characters that I see that are very underutilized in the DC universe. For example, Icon. He's essentially Black Superman, but he kind of he came during like slavery, and it's like, damn, he'd be a cool character that Clark would interact with. Matter of fact, it'd be kind of cool if like there's a version of the story where essentially Milestone sees Superman as like, holy shit, you're a Kryptonian? You're all supposed to be dead. And then Clark's like, wait, what? We're all dead? Wait, what? What? The what is what? And then then Icon's like, bye. Superman's like, come back here. Tell me everything. Please. Not to mention, it's like I also wanted to I do have a story idea where basically the Milestone characters team up with Peacemaker, and they both fight the White Dragon, who instead of being like Peacemaker's like father, it's basically like Peacemaker's brother. And Peacemaker's brother is like he's radicalized and he's pissed off at like Peacemaker because Peacemaker killed their father. Peacemaker killed like his father, and it's like, you're a race traitor. You had sex with that black woman and you killed our father. It's like, God damn it, Keith. You stop, please. It's not too late. We can be brothers again. That'd be pretty cool. But it would never happen. Because I don't know. Maybe I could pitch that actually. I don't think it would sell well though. I'm not gonna lie. Only, if anything, if I were a DC comic book artist, my big goal end up on a main Batman book. You already know the paper. That's where the big bucks are. Batman. Batman. Bah! Bah! I have so much money on Batman. I have so much money. Hey, impressionable young child. Would you like to be my sidekick? Here, take these take this skin tight bulletproof costume and beat up this 45-year-old Joker henchman. Like really, like let him have it. I'm talking about no body cam stuff. It's okay. The police are fine with it. It's like, holy jeepers, Batman. This looks like the work of Catwoman. It's like, you know what? Robin, let's just overlook this one. Wait, what do you mean? She's a criminal. It's like, bro, stop cock-blocking me, dude. You know I've been cracking Catwoman for the past week, past year. If I do this, it'll fuck up the game. Come on, be a bro. It's like, Jesus Christ, Batman. Don't judge me, I'm Batman. Nothing but not. Oh, come on, that's not fair. What did I do? Just because I had a life? I was out there spending time with my family, learning dancing skills, trying to learn new skills, put myself out there. It's not fair, dog. I have so much money, I'm Batman. Superman in the civil rights movement. That shit will always be big to me. I always wanted to make stories about superheroes in the civil rights movement. Like I wanted to basically do a story with Hulk in the South, and essentially he would smash the Klan, like he would Hulk smash Klan. He would make friends with a little African American boy. Hulk would make friends with him, and then essentially one day, he would find that little black boy, essentially just abused or done dirty, lynched by the Klan, and he would pick up his unconscious body, and essentially he would look at the Klan and just go ape. It's are we friends? It's hooded man attack little boy, hurt friend, Hulk friend because his skin different color. I don't know, it's stupid. It is absolutely stupid. But I want it. Hulk different color, attack Hulk. Boom, boom, just haymakers. Also, I kind of feel guilty because throughout my entire life or time drawing, I have never drawn a black character besides Miles Morales, Black Panther, and Storm. And I want to I'm a person of color. I'm Afro-Latino. I should draw more people of color. I should draw more black people, because I myself am a black person. And, I have some racial guilt from, denying my African heritage and, maybe cooning out a little bit. Hulk versus the Klan. Think about it. That'd be an amazing comic book. Hooded men hurt Hulk friend because his skin is different. Hulk's skin different. Go ahead, hooded men hurt Hulk. And then Captain America would show up, walk up to one of the Klansmen, just bitch smack him in the face. I fuck guys like you in the war. Go ahead, do it. Hit me, you coward. What, do I need to put on shoe polish for you? Boom, boom, bang. You disgust me, racist creep. Do I have any plans for tomorrow? Easy. Go to work. Go to work. That's the first one. Least favorite one. Then there's driving lessons, therapy session, and that's my thing. That's my plan. That's my plan. My life is boring. I'm sorry. I'd love to make a comic that that pits Daredevil against Ice, and then one Ice agent's like, "I'm right with God, God, please." It's like, why would you attack me? I'm right with God. It's like, and then Daredevil would just look down at him. It's like, if you're right with God, then why do you send the devil? Boom! Leave these immigrant people alone. I don't know. Just, you know what? I was a fool. It's like, oh, comics shouldn't be political. Fuck it. I think they should. A little bit. I mean, okay, there are times where it's like, okay, just put the fries in the bag. Just have the X-Men take down the Sentinel. Have them fight Magneto. We don't need like this big rant on 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 discrimination. But when the situation calls for it, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sometimes we just want to see Spider-Man knock out the Rhino for the 1500th time. For Captain America, maybe. You could do a lot of cool things with Captain America. He's a soldier, boots on the ground, a lot of geopolitics involved. That could be cool. Really cool, actually. I'm new, bro. Okay, maybe like that's cool, I guess. But what if she was looking up and smiling? Like there's hope in there. There. Like she has like in the painting, the little girl has a lunchbox, and maybe that lunchbox could have Superman's crest on it, and that could be cool. Alright, all you'll be doing tomorrow is homework and drawing. Well, sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. I'm glad I'm not in school. Glad I'm not in school. Woo! Alright. Maybe instead of this. How about this? How about this? Okay. So okay, so basically Hmm. Basically, you got racists with picket signs, and Superman is basically kind of like walking her through it. Basically, she's like, I'm scared. It's like, don't worry, I'm here. We're here. And who knows? So I have like some superheroes here. Superman's here. And I don't know. Hopefully, this doesn't come across as like a white savior thing. Because to me, I feel like Superman is more than just a white guy. He's more like he's kind of like just humanity, the best of humanity, and kind of humanity transcends skin color. I feel like humanity kind of transcends that. Kindness transcends color. You know. Being kind to people is punk rock, and Superman's punk rocker. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. That whole edit. Yeah. And who knows? Maybe this thing could be. Then again, this thing could be in black and white, but at the same time, that'd be kind of lame. Ah, crikey, crikey, crikey. All right. Maybe I can add in Wonder Woman or something. I don't know. I mean, it's supposed to be a Superman piece, but yeah, you don't want tangents. Have a good night. Mm. All right. I think by this point I should probably go to bed. Okay, so here's what I've done so far. So little. I have so little. I've done still studies, and I've done thumbnails, and a tiny little study of Norman Rockwell's of the stuff of Norman Rockwell's reference. So hopefully hopefully I get further and do more. I think that's what I want to do on Tuesday. I think well, I don't draw as much as I should. Maybe I should really kind of like lower the fucking time it takes me to work out, because this is getting ridiculous. But either way, this is Jacob. Thank you for coming in. Keep going. That's it. Just keep going.